I was preparing, got my gear all ready to go, packed up, double-checked everything.
He was actually really ready to go this time, which was kind of a surprise for me because most of the time it's the other way around.
Still works good. I've sighted my bow in, triple-checked everything, packed everything away, had everything ready to go. I call Ryan.
Hello?
Hey man, how's it going?
Pretty good. What's up?
Well, I am packed and ready to go moose hunting.
Oh, yeah?
It sounds like he's not even ready to go, so I don't know what's going on there.
I got a couple things I gotta do here, so why don't we have a little shooting competition?
I had to come up quickly with a competition, and I figured, well, let's just try an archery competition in my backyard on my targets because, you know, I would win.
I don't know what that was all about.
After I'm done kicking your butt, then you have to call for me.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll see who kicks whose butt.
I'll close the bow case up and I'll be over there in a couple of minutes.
Okay, man. Whatever, you old silverback.
Okay, talk to you later. Bye. I don't know where he gets that silverback thing from.
Live on the edge, 'cause brother, win or lose, it's all in what you do with the chance you're given. Yeah, through the wind and rain, you feel your heart pounding. You got one shot, what you got? Tell me what's it gonna be? You gotta make the most of this opportunity. If others fail, make sure you succeed. On the edge.
The Edge is sponsored by Cabela's and also by Bog Pod, Browning, Buck Expert, Caldwell, Field Torque Knives, Prime Archery, High Mountain Seasonings, HowToHunt.com, Hornady, Polaris, 10-Point Crossbows, Wild Game Innovations Trail Cameras, and Vortex. It's moose hunting season in central Alberta. A friendly bow competition might be just what's needed to get the rust off the bones.
Oh, hey, Helgi, old timer.
Well, you ready to go?
So the rules were this. We show up cold, the targets are out at unknown distances, we got 3 arrows, and we got to hit closest to the center on the 3 arrows.
This could get interesting.
And the winner gets to be the hunter, and the loser has to do the calling.
Ooh, that was pretty good.
I think that's where I totally got the edge.
Uh-oh.
Did you hit my arrow?
I think so. I'm telling you right now, if you come in my backyard, you're not gonna win.
We have to kneel and shoot through your
My trees?
weeds.
Okay, you hit the wrong target.
Oh, I was supposed to be shooting at the other one.
I think you might have that one. What Helgi didn't know is I didn't want to shoot. I wanted to try and get him a moose. So I threw the competition.
What do you think that is, about 50?
I don't know, we'll find out in a second. The competition's in my backyard, shooting my targets. No, it's further. If you don't think I know the distances of my own targets in my own backyard, well then you're mistaken. Oh, that's even further than 55, that's like 60.
Holy cow.
I knew exactly where the targets were. I know the distances because I shoot them every day, and all I had to do was just, you know, miss marginally here and there for him to win. Yeah, yours is in line.
I win.
Moose is one of the largest game animals in Alberta. To take down this creature is one of every hunter's dreams. While they're found throughout the province and across the entire country, getting one is not so easy. With the moon trailing in the sky, Helgi and Ryan set out early in the morning.
This is kind of where they go, right here.
Oh yeah. It'll take more skill than just knowing where the moose hang out. The time of day, the weather, and knowing the local terrain are all important factors in a successful hunt.
We get out there and it's bright. I mean, it's like probably an hour before sunrise and you could see well enough to shoot already. That's how bright and full the moon is. There's hardly even any frost on the ground, so you know that the odds are against you.
The wallows are about 500 paces back that way.
Oh, yeah.
Undeterred, Ryan and Helgi live by the motto, a bad day of hunting beats a good day at work.
Hunting with Helgi's awesome. You know, I'm around him all day in the office, and then when we get a chance to go hunting, it doesn't happen very often, but when we do, it's pretty fun. I mean, he's a great goofy bugger.
We don't get out as much as we'd like to, but when we do, it's always fun. We always have a good time joking around together.
I broke my other quiver, snapped it right off.
Oh yeah.
I was putting a little too much weight on it.
We banter back and forth like grumpy old men, so it's fun.
I don't think he's ever heard a real moose.
You know, Helgi has something to say about everything. As far as my moose calls go, I know they're good.
Dude, what? Moose don't sound like wailing monks. What was that?
That was awesome. That was perfection. Moose perfecto. Those are the sleaziest moose calls out there. I can bring in the bulls when they're in the rut and they're around.
Yeah, well, I haven't been run over yet by one.
Yeah, I know. Seriously? I don't know if Helgi has ever heard a cow moose beller in his life. You don't like my call?
No, your call's just great.
Okay, that's it. I'm done hunting with you.
But it remains to be seen whether Ryan's calls will attract a moose.
There's tracks. What? There's tracks.
Still to come.
We have some wild game innovation trail cameras. They work great. So what we do is we set up areas where we think the moose are going to rut, and then toss the cameras in, and then we go check them every couple days to see if the bulls and the cows are actually in there running.
It's the start of moose hunting season. Helgi and Ryan are in pursuit of this woodland animal.
Ryan, it's his spots, so he knows them very well, so I was really hoping that he'd be the caller.
The pair are hunting near Ryan's home. He's seen moose in the area, but so far, they haven't been able to call one in.
There's tracks. What? There's tracks. Well, your moose definitely walked through here, though.
Yeah, this isn't even that old.
No, it isn't. Within the last day or so.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we got an answer in here, actually. We found some neat spots, so all we can do is wait. Best we can do is just to sit and call.
Yeah, sure.
We called some moose, and you know, it's the peak of the rut right now for moose, and we just couldn't seem to get a bite. Nope, not here. We haven't even heard a grunt, so you know, we found some nice wallows. We had some almost close encounters, I think, with some bulls, but ultimately, you know, no shot opportunity.
Yeah, they just moved.
Yeah. Work our way back.
We did some calling, and we moved around to 2-3 different spots, and we saw a few fresh tracks and some beds and some browse activity, but I mean, it's just dead out there right now.
It's like 20 degrees already, and it's full moon, so they're gonna run in the middle of the night and then bury their head in the swamp for the rest of the day.
When the conditions are totally against you with full moon and heat, you have to know when to say enough is enough, because you're just going to continue to get out there and get frustrated, and you end up just pushing the animals and bumping them out of where they're going to be, because you know they're going to be deep in the cover, in the black spruce, in the swamp, where it's wet and cool. And you know what? You got to get in so close that they're going to be 5 yards away before you even see them, so it's just not worth it. And you got to decide, hey, let's call her quits and go do something else.
I think we've got like 4 or 5 days before this is gonna break, and it's gonna go.
It's not going now for whatever reason, you know, full moon, and the sun is just high and it's plus 25 here right now, and it's not happening. So wait for those temperatures to cool off, then go back into those areas. But for now, you know, we kind of ran out of time. I don't even know. We tried. I gotta say, that's a tough one.
No, I think everything's stacked against us. I think it's time to hang her up.
If a moose would have come in, great, but after a while, you know that nothing's going on.
I'm sure the moose are going to start to rut pretty soon, so we should be able to go back there and tag out.
But as the days pass, the fall temperature stays unseasonably warm. To see if the moose are moving around, Ryan chooses to use some high-tech help. Today, he's brought along his young son, Chase.
We have some wild game innovation trail cameras. They work great. They're so easy. You just press one button, leave them on the tree. We use them for whitetails and for moose. So what we do is we set up areas where we think the moose are going to rut and then toss the cameras in, and then we go check them every couple days to see if the bulls and the cows are actually in there running. What I do is I put them up in places that, you find a wallow or you're finding some good big tracks, things like that. So it helps you know where to go.
Ryan has seen moose in the area. He's placing cameras in the woods near his home and hopes that they will give him insight to their movements.
It's really nice because it's a big change for me, and I'm not in Alaska or some mountain somewhere, and I get to hang out with my kids a little bit.
Ryan hopes his 4-year-old might follow in his footsteps.
The moose are back there. How do you know they're back there?
Because that's their home.
That is their home.
I have 2 boys, and I'm lucky that they're interested in what their dad's doing, and they're pretty young and they like to see what's going on.
We're gonna go check and see if they're back there as soon as I get this fixed up.
Chase seems to take a liking to the tree stands and the game cameras, and he just likes to get out there and run around.
Okay, you tell me if you see a moose.
It's been pretty fun. He's a good little guy, and he seems to like it, and we'll see what he does when he's older.
I can see one right now.
Tell me if you see one.
I can tell you that I can't wait till he's a little older. I mean, walking through the bush with Chase is tough. You got to carry him the whole way because he's just too short to get through the tall grass.
Thanks for helping me, buddy.
Passing the torch to the kids would be fun. I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do. My kids play sports a lot, and I don't know if they're gonna be interested in what I'm doing, but maybe in a few years they'll be out there with me trying to find moose and whitetails.
Still to come.
See this here? It's like a family of moose. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds just right here. There's 3 more right there even. This is like the 10th moose bed I found here this morning.
Moose hunting season is well underway. Ryan and Helgi have targeted an area near Ryan's home, but unseasonably high temperatures mean the animals are not roaming as much.
The weather's just so hot, and we just couldn't seem to get a bite.
In an effort to find out where the moose are hiding, Ryan has placed trail cameras around the area. He's gone back to see if the moose have passed through.
We're looking for moose. So we're checking all our game cams, and I really don't have any idea what's in here right now, but check the card. I just use an iPad and a little gig. You just put your card inside there and plug it into the iPad, and away it goes. So I'm just gonna pull this card here and see what's shaking. There's quite a few photos here of mule deer, like a herd of mule deer. Oh, there's some whiteys. No bucks, just all does. Everything is all does here. And no moose. No. Oh. Here we go. Here's some moose.
Finally, Ryan sees what he's been hoping for.
Cow and 2 calves.
And as he checks out more locations,
Oh, well, the moose just was there. Look it. On the 18th. See, the moose are down here. Sweet.
I was going pretty crazy running around.
Daddy, wait.
Yeah, again, I was in a hurry to get out, and I only have about an hour of really good hunting, and I didn't want to miss it.
Daddy, wait. forgot your rangefinder.
Seriously, good boy. I'm like, what?
Wait, you forgot your moose piss.
Oh my God. Thanks, buddy. I thought that was pretty funny that he remembered those two things and I didn't.
Try to not miss this time.
Ryan is certain he's found the moose. His game cameras have shown him exactly where they've been hanging out. Now, all he has to do is call them in.
It was just covered up with moose. I mean, you could tell there's a ton of moose there. There's all kinds of moose sign. There was lots of, old sign, so rubs and scrapes.
There's a nice little moose rub right here. You're in the moosey spot on the ground. It's like a trampoline. See this here? It's like a family of moose. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds just right here. There's 3 more right there even.
We walked a couple of miles and counted a ton of beds.
This is like the 10th moose bed I found here this morning. I'm standing in another one. We saw 3 moose on the way in, but it was too dark. We couldn't call them or shoot them, but we came in behind them hoping to get a response, but nothing this morning. It's our first morning. It's a beautiful morning on this nice creek in northern Alberta, trying to call moose. Walking for the moosies. This is where the swamp donkeys live.
It's just amazing, and I know it's going to turn on, and I know there's going to be bulls in there, and there's going to be some rutting happening in that spot. There was at least 200 beds in that one spot. There was all kinds of bull sign in there, nice big tracks. There's a couple of fresh wallows. It was pretty sweet.
This is a nice little rut pit. Hasn't quite started yet. Hasn't really got torn up that good. There's quite a few moose tracks in here, but give it a couple more days and this thing will be destroyed. It's pretty cool. Willows. They love willows. As you can see, all these are chewed off, these tips. This is the moose's favorite snack. All these willows. We're in a big willow meadow here. It's just perfect for moose.
Despite the perfect weather and all the signs that moose are near, still no luck.
Been working pretty hard trying to find a moose and get a shot, but it just hasn't come together. The one moose we did see in the last 3 or 4 days, Chase saw it from the truck and spotted a cow coming out of a bush.
And even though all signs are perfect, sometimes it's just not meant to be.
We've done a lot of walking, we've done a lot of calling. We hunted with Helgi a little bit, we hunted on my own quite a bit, and you know what, right now the moose is still loose. What are you gonna do?
Still ahead.
We came around a piece of bush here about a half mile away, and there were 2 bulls out at about 350 yards. So we snuck up the bush line. Just as I was getting ready to take the shot, the moose turned and started walking towards us.
A long, warm fall has moose hunting season off to a slow start in central Alberta. Ryan and his colleague Helgi have been trying to take down a moose, but they're still empty-handed.
We haven't filmed the moose, we haven't even heard a grunt, so no shot opportunity.
They know this area is perfect for moose.
Oh, well, a moose just was there. Look it.
With cooler weather, another co-worker, Scott, has decided the time is right.
So Ryan and I were talking, and he said he'd having a bit of a tough time with the moose. It's hunting. You can walk out and you're out and you're done in an hour or 2 or 3, or it could take you 2 weeks before you actually see an animal. We're going to hit the fields and see what we can't find.
Scott is hoping that today he's in the right place at the right time.
We came around a piece of bush here about a half mile away, and there were 2 bulls out at about 350 yards. So we snuck up the bush line and kind of came out into the edge of the field. I crawled up and laid down on the hill and got ready for the shot. Just as I was getting ready to take the shot, the moose turned and started walking towards us. Must have seen some movement, but he couldn't make out what the heck we were, so he started to walk towards us. He came in from about 250 yards right down to about 110, 116, somewhere in there. So I figured, you know what, it's now or never, because if he figures out that we're human, he's gonna turn and he's gonna bolt. This is gonna fill the freezer perfectly this year. That is awesome. Look at that. I know where this bull's lived. His whole life is here. I know what he's eating. He's eating alfalfa, he's eating canola, he's eating all the different stuff in the fields here. So he's not chocked full of steroids and whatever else that they put in the meat these days. To be able to put meat in the freezer and to be able to provide and make sure my family's eating good, organic, delicious meat. That's one of the reasons I do this. I'm pretty sure Ryan and Helgi are going to be begging me to share some of it, so maybe we won't actually tell them we got a moose. Who's got 2 thumbs and a full freezer? Me.
I'm just sitting here calling moose in northern Alberta, and I came across these crazy plants. So send me a tweet on Twitter and identify this plant for me. It looks to me like some kind of prehistoric dinosaur plant. I don't know what it is, or a giant lettuce leaf. Could be that simple. Send me a tweet at Ryan T. Kohler. Tell me what this is, and I'll send you a free Edge hat. Now back to moose calling.
The Edge is sponsored by Cabela's and also by Bog Pod, Browning, Buck Expert, Caldwell, Field Torque Knives, Prime Archery, High Mountain Seasonings, HowToHunt.com, Hornady, Polaris, 10-Point Crossbows, Wild Game Innovations Trail Cameras, and Vortex.